Marcus Aurelius, a Roman Empire, and the emperor, and many stoicism, stoic, S-T-O-I-C, stoicism ko. Aduga world leba trader apaw mayam world leba apaw successful mi mayam discipline life the discipline oiba hotnaba kanba sportsman anyone who is successful moi Marcus Aurelius ki teachings yam follow tawe hai tare yan tai ko so haidi 160 AD matamgi mi ni ko haidi BC gi matungda AD laktuni dana adui matamgi mi ne eno domini so adui matamgi mi ne but his teachings can still be applied to hojiki matam sida apply to ya hai tare especially in trading yamna kanai okay so yamna di luba like ama pawa mathong phang da like am like simo meditation kawe kedo bugi luino hai ganda keno se wahai se yamna luba hai tare okay but sigi like sidagi lauthok sigi point me am sigi like sidagi lauthok point ngatane ngasi ena ta kada class se ko so it is called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius very very powerful book Meditations ko we got I share the wrong yeah it is called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius sige first book se ko mana how to be a stoic hai tare the stoicism je kano tawnaba mong da man izaki balaik ne ada ma phongzaki de masagi damakta to masagi damakta kano tawbune ko si thai je si tharom to yenge I kaudi kau thogreba but mana masagi damakta izaram balaik ne ba da ma aduga magi magi yamna close oba mi na pirame ko si book se kano tawon lang mai thadokro haibra lang thokro or tumin lo sangro haibe mong da pibane ba ada mi sina par matung sidi ai country mi ngam da kanani na ha mana book se phong tu ne ngan da ai Marcus Aurelius na magi life ta mana follow to jaki ba magi rules and regulations magi philosophy mana kamaina ma life sakka dagi have to adu izaba me am sine very very powerful and hojik lai ba world ki afa power trader paisa ba me am se they follow stoicism ngan da so let's learn how to day trade like Marcus Aurelius day trade like Marcus please forgive me if there is any spelling mistakes ma'am kitang ay thu the semjan giving ko ay ngasi jam si po sa hining mandana na takning mandana na so na ki mang na semja giving so if there is any spelling mistakes please forgive me so first learning ma'am screenshot tun lobby you maning hello kholo habi ganu ko recording budi pi gani recording will be there so you don't need to worry so but maning hanjara I just go on a pace and mana magi like to the yauba singdo adune aina direct copy tawzara ise first learning focus on what you can control so Marcus Aurelius says you have power over your mind not outside events realize this and you will find strength gandabra aigi mind sidi aina control tawba ngameba aigi mind sidi aina control tawba ngamme but mapan thungi obadi aina control tawba ngamdeba akoina matha sai jige mapan thungi thokpa thodok mayam sida akoi matha sajandro negative oisandro mapan thongda sumi funare negative ai oile mbadi emotional ai oile mbado but adugi mapanda kainom khanare mapanda kainom tawre kainom thoye haiba kanda only thing I control the lazy kaino ai kokchine how I think how I respond focus on what you control is nang na control to wangam bada the focus pi you have control to wangam da boda ai saujiloga response to salaga thawai nungai tra kai kana phange gyan tai ko am gyan tai ko haije ngak tan khara no moya so what does this mean this means we don't control the market trading the haita agadi but we do control ourselves I hope you guys are understanding market jeni mong chen roi control the labor hoi cái đời market tông sau dân ni market tông victim mới xelu ni cái tông vay nói against sale gì cái nông khăn ni only thing ai na control tàu ngam gì cái nó market na si tàu propaganda ai cái đầu ni or cái đầu rồi sẽ ta na try control the lazy so ai na control tàu ngam bo to adu the focus PBO have in your trading the only thing you can control in trading is yourself not the markets market na tàu ni mức tàu tar su tar mo khal khan ni kamaina market respond tawani I trade sangadra trade close tawadra hold tawadra I kokto I gonda loi leitro adu the focus PBO right decision sama lobo ngamna yan tai ko ma that is the first learning from Marcus Aurelius from the book Meditations second learning eliminate distractions concentrate every minute like a man On doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions. Yes, you can. If you do everything as if it were the last thing you were doing in your life, and stop being aimless, stop letting your emotions override what your mind tells you, stop being hypocritical, self-centered, irritable. Okay, every single minute, say, concentrate or focus or like a Roman warrior ama Roman moi matamdugi Roman warrior Roman king Roman empire lay mi myam se amna focus oi moi tawda thabak tor lay yan tabra they do what is important moi di kaino they on doing what's in front of you with precise ai mangda lay se precise oina genuine seriousness oina full focus tawe haine aduga they free themselves from all other distractions. All kind of distractions ma'am sidagi laptop ev. Yes, you can again hombra. Yes, you can say. Marcus Aurelius na amu haman hai ni buko. Distraction ma'am laptop concentrate tau hai bane. Sungkan ay ngam ngadra na khan jadra. Or the man on the reassure to be ne nangam ni hai ne. Ngada yes, you can do it hai ne. If you want to do it. Okay? You do everything as if it were the last thing you were doing in your life. Every single thing in life that trading journey sida when hotnaba ma'am say like pa boy gera tum wala meditation to boy gera affirmation to boy gera audio ta boy gera trading to boy gera you do it like you are doing it for the last time in your life yan da bro langi life ke roi bna de 100% bi roi dro adugi mo taw ha and stop being aimless aimless hai di kaino sat kadaba jaga am le tawai ta nga nong ma dugi humba mai kai do humba mi je aimless ka web ngahak real jing lai mi je aimless ka web yan da bra YouTube unnecessary YouTube da pung tara yang lai mi je aimless ka web tum lai mi je aimless ka web wathi to lai mi je aimless ka web they don't have an aim so they're just like spending time god stop late stop letting your emotions override what your mind tells you ai mind sida emotion na ai mind do ai mem sab je emotion na control to hon gano hai tau draw trading je plan ne to thar ni ko plan to ya plan to raga gyan tarak puda emotion na maram mo tre tara sang le mane wai ngasi tre ani den changoi khalam bai do gyan tarak puda tre ka sang mani tre tara sang mani kedo bi chang no emotions override or ko so don't let your emotions override you stop being hypocritical self-centered or irritable. Okay, so what do we mean? We live in a world of trading in perspective. We live in a world of distractions. World se distraction you world live. Ama na hanani, ama na hatong nani, nupi na nupa ang kang tilam ni natra. Distraction you world live. Masi why ni hai. We need to constantly refocus our attention to ourselves and our own trading. If you want to grow in your trading, if you want to grow in your life, focus and nang on the pizza kadab, nang trading the pizza kadab ne. You know how kind of distractions are. Distractions pull us away from high performance and our goals. Aina high performance I fazana I 100% piba yaba thabak I goals to wadabado distractions and adum I lakho ching bi gane. So how many of you guys have distractions? Party just saying I say do chou se da chou se do sa se ma'am labra. They Facebook have to put the Instagram have to put the YouTube have to kanam yeng later. All of these are distractions. You need to avoid this. You need to focus on your goals. You need to focus on doing high performance activity. Second learnings from Marcus Aurelius is eliminate distractions. First discipline. No random actions, none not based on underlying principles. Pangtau tau gano haiba. Tau ge khan ba plan do, tau ge khali ba itho lai ba plan do, adu tang follow tau haiba. This is for meditations. What does this mean in our trading? It means follow your trading plan. It means avoid impulsive trading. It means avoid revenge trading. Discipline like hai taragadi nangi plan to follow tau haiba. That is called being disciplined. Discipline like you have. Okay. My question to you guys, how can you be disciplined? Or discipline like hai taragadi, kedauni or kamaitong? How to be disciplined? Any idea? I just want fast replies. Can say pay yung itong. Hoy ne, to do list irani plan to or ni si discipline the follow to hai tarik ke to no hangin ne. Or I na hani question. Sorry. My question is, I trading the discipline or hai tarik ke dauni home. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I trading the discipline or hai tarik ke dauni. Ma'am, but my answer would be, if you want to be disciplined in your trading, you have to be disciplined in your life also. That's the answer. How you do anything is how you do everything. So how you do outside trading is how you are gonna do in trading. Trading ima pana to discipline to the trading ima pana nang to thok thok mayam do aduga chap manana trading na su tong ne. Sige principle there. I realized this aduga I trading journey so I say level up tawno hona with my only goal is to be disciplined. Ma'am gyan tai ko. I realized ke tawre 2025 thought out the ngai I know what about goals I'm lappy I have to be disciplined. Okay, so I can see the wire class tawre sumari ni ko kung mapan the wire class tawre tram to makai the class tawre tram to makai then oh makai was continuous meeting ne tawre I put can kill I just card we the tumma ne lazy but I have my gym at 4:30 nampuda yum chale nampuda I took name loyam ni ko we the kan ko ka thawi aina kay haisay ay hoy nung dang ngaktan kha ngay hoy nang tumba yai yung hala dung class lo ngatan tumani I need to go to gym. I need to be disciplined. Have the haizar eba isad. I gym chalo tumning was car tum mudana more than enough oil reko. I gym chale. I worked out. Hale. I had my post workout meal. Aduga. Nah trading yenge. Adu class tawre and I'm energetic. Cause you energetic why? Trade tabu so I plan follow to bangam. Okay. So kaitabui ngam ino na muna khalu taragadi aina whole day discipline work ko adun trading na sungam me natraga dai Nasdaq sale changing ba sale changam ba yai ba ai haije don ai plan gi matung ina sale chang ba yade because already one trade ama lairabani na ai plan na trade ni changsan ba ro su na te ba panam phasu tarasu anai changoi ado sometimes changsan le hai tare ko me ado ngasi ke do chang dino hai taragadi whole day discipline work ko adugi mentality ta la e ba trading da ba yan tare haning is I hold the kay tawdam no ay ngarang nungdang ay na tawdawa sing loi khang le ko ngasi A to Z chamanan tawai ko ngasi. So I'm very satisfied today. And same thing trading the adugi discipline no lae. Ma'am gyan tani ko haning is yes. Good. First point, focus on what you can control. Nisang ko nisang de. Second point is what? Focus on what you can control. Ayun ka agdor. Second second point na eliminate distractions, and third point, discipline. Okay? Fourth point, going to the fourth point, is avoid the victim mentality. Kana victim mentality like market is against the chat later on hanging a drummer magtaga. I know buy sangadi sales alani and a sales sangadi buy la nena. That is called victim mentality. Reading the higher Yandabra. Adagi life okay non topungan ay life I'm totally dominate total no items they want to talk later again. That is called victim mentality. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. Very powerful. I'm very powerful. Choose not to be harmed. You are not harmed. You won't feel harmed. I want the Henry Ford if you think you can or if you think you cannot, either way, you are right. Never. Same thing. Victim card to play the victim mentality to play if you are not feeling harmed, you won't feel harmed. When you feel harm, only you feel harmed. Yes. Let's go to the deeper meaning with respect to trading. You take a loss. You take a loss. So what? It happens. Nobody goes around winning every trade. Losses are part of every system. Learn how the market works, manipulation, and you will understand. Is there any trader who doesn't lose money? Is there any trader who doesn't lose their trades? Every successful trader is there. Magi, week amda ma losing trade amading thing na neba. Tham the has. Every successful trader is ma tham the losing trade amani dum thing na neba. But that doesn't mean you will end up uh, playing victim. The tries is market against a losses are part of every system. So learn how the market works. Manipulation is going to become a mang is manipulation. Bias land manipulation manipulation and you will understand. Okay, so that's the 4 point. Again, let's remember. First point, focus on what you can control. Second point, eliminate distractions. Third point, discipline. And fourth point, avoid the victim mentality. You can only apply if you remember. I'm going to bring say, why is you bro hona inebo ko? Fourth point point trying to focus on what you can control. Eliminate distractions. Discipline. Avoid the victim mentality. Okay? Nice. Next point. Resilience. To be like the rock that the waves keeps crashing over, it stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. Resilience hai tadi kaino. Anam kan ba kham kan ba resilience amarom da du ne ba. Leng da aina tauge khan ba da leng da bi leibis. Quit tau da bi. Whatever comes, thing na again life je adu ne resilience is. This see Roman emperor ki matam da moi ram resilient oi ba. Any land je moi sa moi zo moi phuna ba jang dro. Chimai ngamani da Roman empire ki. Ma'am lai da na ko. Mi amor zani phuna ba dum jang dro moi cham phuna na do moi am lising phuna na du ramani da. Chom na or cham na or no ni ko thok. So moi am resilient oi ba ko. In trading, like the rock, a day trader must remain unmoved by noise, unaffected by fear, greed, or frustration. This steadiness allows for rational decision making and sticking, we made this pattern, and sticking to the plan instead of overreacting. When you are resilient, aduga si distractions lakani ko. So whatever comes, you will be unmoved. You will stay unmoved. Nangonda fear na affect roy, greed na affect roy, frustration na affect roy. Dabra. And sigi steadiness na akoida haidi mapan thungi ma'am emotion ma'am trigger lakani, noise ma'am lakani ko. Sisina affect of tabakan dadi ka daure. You will be able to take rational decision making, right decisions low nga makaneba. Aduga, you will be able to stick to the plan instead of overreacting. So masagi meaning se kyan tao ba. Nung akoigi samudra pa na laiba nung se. Nung may imagine taro nung jaw ma. Adugi ta talayo haba nang si. Waves ng panam thomazu. It moves, it doesn't moves. And ising dugi ipom na adum ma thoma ka dum mo idum kieraga handagi handar. But the stone stays unmoved. So you be like that. Like the stone, remain unmoved by noise. And I got fifth point, resilience. Focus on what you can control, eliminate distractions, discipline. Fourth point again, fourth point is fourth point is avoid the victim mentality, and fifth point is resilience. Okay, class log there. Okay, Okay. Now, number 6, ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ point ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯂꯨꯕꯗ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ 6ꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ. Okay. ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ if ꯉꯁꯥꯏ point ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ. Point 23 ꯁꯨꯕꯁꯤꯗ if you ask me ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯒꯗꯕ point ꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ number 6 will be the toughest point for me. ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔ ꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗ habit ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯇ. But right now I'm working my best to sleep before 12. ꯑꯩ ꯄꯨꯡ 12 ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯃꯨꯡ ꯆꯪꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ 12 ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ, 12 ꯃꯈꯥꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ, ꯅꯝꯐꯨꯗ ꯇꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯩ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ it's very hard for me to get up like 5, 6 ꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ, but 7ꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯈꯔ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯀꯣ. ꯑꯩ update ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ 9, 10ꯁꯦ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ. ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯩ 7ꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯉꯝꯃꯦ, easy ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗꯀꯣ. I'm working my best to on the morningꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ control ꯊꯝꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯤꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ. ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔ ꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗ at dawn ꯀꯣ, dawn ꯍꯥꯏ ꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯥ ꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯗꯥꯏꯁꯤꯀꯣ, ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯗꯥꯏ, sorry. When you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. As a human being, what do I have to complain of? If I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was born in the world to do, or is it this I was created for, to huddle under the blankets and stay warm? Nang hojik pokleise, habidi you are born into this world. Sigi world se pokledana. Nang nathause blanket manung tumba leinabra natraga nangi no hono numitugi duty pangthoknabra hangbo. Adu haijau ha Marcus Aurelius nice. Yandabra. You are born right now. Nang si poe sigi world sida. Nang sigi world sida as a human being oina poe sa hajuk manungda konjallaga tum leinabra ayuktuda natraga nangi thabak duty da pangthoknabra hangjau ha. Chumdro. We also know how powerful is the morning. Natra. As a trader, as traders, tasengna deep down yingo hai taragadi morning routine phajagibse decision making them nungai haleb. Okay, so that this is one proven thing. So improving your decision making capability, plan ama fajana follow tawge, discipline oina follow tawge hairagpase morning routine sina yam help tawe. So this is what I'm working on currently, and akoi reward students me also they are working on their morning routines. Soidabida, because morning routine aigi morning se aina control tawgibase aigi morning se aina pura aina chahani mong chatkibase whole day se aina chahani mong chappa ngamme. Yan dai ko. So on the morning. Day trading requires showing up before the market opens, preparing, journaling, planning, analyzing, but staying in bed or procrastinating feel easier. Marcus remind us that we weren't born to indulge comfort, but to embrace our duty even when it's uncomfortable. So even day trading this okay hani akhoi jekta khoi ekta soidana tum hogolaga tum akhoi udi tum hogolaktre, but anyways akhoi ma haidi akhoi na ekta trading tawbuje ekta market han open tawdro. But sigi market se hangukringai da planning tawba, analyzing tawba, journaling tawbuje si han taw mathau tai myam ju khangnai natro, like paba audio ta meditation tawbuje. But we don't do it. Morning da is tawdeba, but it requires us doing this. Procrastination ni lai dro do. Why lives again procrastination? Tum lesson base live ne, real thing base live ne. Rich and easy doesn't give you money. First of all. So Marcus na the kay remind to higher guns that we weren't born to indulge comfort. Akoy siya comfort na polak panati have. But to embrace our duty even when it's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable oitaz akoy kita with our duty as a human being. Adu tabudo. Adu de na focus pigidam adu de na enjoy ta wadam have. Adu he na akoy accept ta wadam have ne. Yan tayo me. So Marcus na so high mi loimang so high na re. Morning routine nama follow tau. Ayukta phone pai ganu, distraction to on ganu. Ayukta di it's you time. Read books, workout, journaling tau, affirmation tau, gratitude tau, hydra. Hoy si mi chama niya ko mi tara fan tau bro. Tawag di am pare. Okay. Now to the 4 have tau na. Ayun tawag ko. Focus on what you can control. Eliminating distractions. Discipline. Avoid the avoid the victim mentality, resilience, and on the morning. So we are halfway there. The obstacle is the way. The obstacle is the way. Nang account blow chatpado adusu nangi lamben amane haba. Process amane haba. Sauningdro. Paisa bayram sida blow chatsale. But Marcus says the obstacle is the way. Now, there's a very beautiful book written by Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday is a Marcus Aurelius ki amna heavy follower niko. So Ryan Holiday na like the obstacle is the way hai nako. So that is a good book. The babi ai ko. The obstacle is the way have likes. So when a vital is obstacle na throw. Life ta kanom thing na that the down to throw. Bro, I down chale have na thui ba. Class hours ki no down sa pen ha ne. Down go the way chale no obstacle and thing na bagi. But I want you guys to understand. See obstacle thing na buduna maram oiraga nang successful oidwine ba. Obstacle thing na mi successful oigadro. Oiroi. Yan tabra. So let's read on basis of trading. Maybe you broke your rules or overtraded. Good. Now you know where the edge of your discipline lies. Instead of beating yourself up, stoicism teaches that mistake is your map forward. Akoi mistake to VI, akoi loss amachat PI, rule amat hugai ki VI. Any kind of trading that thing na obstacle may am say. Aigi edge amad da inachandro. I si soile ne emotion ama aina khangda emotion am yaro mene. I semdo ge have a chance of phangdro. So mistake or obstacle is your map forward. Mang da chat na bane. Mang da chat ki hai taragadi akoi trading da this is soi da yade haining ne. Trading da apply to hai taragadi. Blow chatpa, loss chatpa, rule thugai ba, adagi over trading tausan ba, over leveraging tausan ba. This is the way have. Ada sounding no ba. Akoi da na si change to opportunity MP ne. Change to the no choice record hum dia. Change to opportunity MP ne. Yan dai ko. The obstacle is the way. Yes. Two table high the record. First point. Focus on what you can control. What you control. Second point, eliminate distractions. Third point, discipline. Fourth point, avoid the victim mentality. Fifth point, resilience. Sixth point, on the morning. And seventh point, the obstacle is the way. Emulate. When you need encouragement, think of the qualities the people around you have. Okay? Emulate ki meaning think of the qualities the people around you have. This one's energy, that one's modesty, and another's generosity, and so on. Nothing is as encouraging as when virtues are visibly embodied in the people around us. When we are practically showered with them, it's good to keep this in mind. Emulate haise matau tamjo tamsalo kanaba malo habi mong nebo. Ngan dai ko mya. Ai exact meaning ji khande but si rap to de ne bu ko. Mi du dagi ma afaba ma lo tho ha. Afaba ma tamjalo, afaba ma tau tamsalo, afaba ma ngon de lo ha one ni da. Ma mi ma thing na ba kan ma gi afaba ma lo ha. Ngan da bro. Ngan dai ko. So when you need encourage, sometimes when you are down, when you need encouragement, think of the qualities that people around you have. More energy, more modesty, more generosity. Because nothing is as encouraging as when virtues are visibly embodied in the people around us. When we are practically showered with them, it's good to keep this in mind. So trading the kamay mating pangani, instead of being jealous of other traders' wins. Okay, instead of being jealous of other traders' wins, you learn to appreciate their strengths. One trader's discipline, another's patience, another's technical skill. Yan tabra. Mi amana aigi mangda profit ama logi, mi amna aigi mangda payout ama logi, mi amna aigi mangda anything life to win torobaganda. Haraubadagi hena jealous power hen mane. Manipur da po wuna maram weraga jealousy na dum hen mane. I am a jealousy carbon quickly. Tawdra ma'am. Miji kita wong khala paya da never. Especially financially I thought. I don't want you guys to be that. What I want you guys to do is you learn to appreciate their strengths. Moi strength to hadi moina adu ngamgibudo adu ngambodo adudai kanaba lawba adu appreciate tawba haitare moigi discipline magi patience magi technical skill adu myamdudai kanaba lawba adu myamda masi haibini ko ma ngamisi haibado adu adudai kanaba lawba appreciate tawba adu acknowledge tawbiba instead of kenom toroga kata toroga pass tawremani ngana khanoi mo yan tawra khanbibani quantum member pass ka taroba moi senior pira pass tawne khanbibani kai kongno kallo yone di I don't know adum khallo mai khallo aina zum recent example ai nijang bada ai ni ko pau phang kai kanari ke du ai hani de but instead kai no moy ta ise you know kai growth le ra no adi growth to ai system san ge ai ju harau bi ba ma gi da sam phai yam phai that is emulate yan dai ko kung mo focus on what you can focus on what you control eliminate distractions discipline, avoid the victim mentality, resilience on the morning, the obstacle is the way, and emulate. Wow, मैं पादन है ना मोना जी को आई जो पावे भी लगे तो सोई देना वन okay okay next ask for help Marcus Aurelius says ask for help TradeHouse member na kwai khau tak sawa thawak ne basi ai je hai tawa man gidra aina message thabse reply tawbirakadra khan ma thadaba na yamne ꯑꯩꯁꯦ TradeHouse member ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯀꯩ ꯈꯟꯒꯤꯅꯤ ꯍꯩꯇ ꯃꯥꯟꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯔ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁꯇ ꯍꯪꯗꯕꯅ ꯇꯪꯈꯥꯏ ꯑꯃꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ ꯑꯄꯪꯅꯦꯅ ꯈꯟꯕꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯅꯦꯅ so Marcus Aurelius na kaya don't be ashamed okay don't be ashamed to need help to ask help like a soldier storming a wall you have a mission to accomplish and if you have been wounded and you need a comrade to pull you up so what have example nang shoulder ama oire aduga nangi thabak se wall ama thugai bane ba si wall thugai ba sida nang ji kitang soe ba hanang amaroi dana you need a comrade haita de nangi teammate ya nangi nakanda nanga phuna ba changa da mi do comrade kawi ko or nangi amna punba nangi amna close oiba nangi die hard thawai thana ne ba comrade to ko so ma la ga mating pang da kai alan ba lege ha pang da ba na tro pang su pang nei dana yeah yes your team have it so don't be ashamed to ask help hangba yam tandro ko ja yes many traders work alone and suffer in silence sumbra community yauna they work alone and they suffer in silence community yauna yaw the mi khangdre but Marcus remind us that even the most disciplined traders sometimes need a hand why did disciplined traders ne community dum na khatarak bane but in traders community I think wari sana ba mateng pang na ba ai sida soire khangdaba kan da mateng pang na du natro kaida pang na do no there is no shame in reaching out for mentorship coaching or even emotional support during a drawdown mateng pang biu keno ma tak piu emotional support am ai di trade mange minus le kok jalak dro wai sana am le rely dro or wai sa nang no soire na de at least haibira kani dana soire khang da poto sa da di kamai khanguni but when you ask for help when you ask ai soire ga da ying biu no kana hayak to ri ge ba hangja da no iran natra okay focus on what you control ma'am kubi yes point 1 focus on what you control eliminate distractions discipline avoid the victim mentality resilience on the morning the obstacle is the way emulate and ask for help I guess so fast forward okay next is gratitude mayamna tawbo saba tawdi tawdaba thabak tawbo saba is okay treat what you don't have as non-existent look at what you have the things you value most and think of how much you have craved them if you didn't have them but be careful don't feel such satisfaction that you start to overvalue them that it would upset you to lose them ko sisi meaning when harake an bada I want the labor mayam the first of all, because gratitude is more about gratitude university use I'm grateful for myself. I'm grateful for TradeHouse member have a universe. Oh, Masi, I'm the see feelings how Mali Hena Pong in the period of abundance with her. So again, the labels in the gratitude always say go and think how much you would ID later the kata have a pot have. Okay, so it says that be grateful for the winning trades and partials and don't obsess over what you missed. Yan tayo ko. Aina winning trades me am sige daw the grateful oyo. I trades me am grateful oyo. Aduga partials ki kala ore loss ala grateful oyo kasi kay deba. Aduga panghauda batte da chawning ko ning taw lebu do. Ko ta sunga lebu taw no. Taw bu kan sida daw even winning trades su aina when you aina miss taw batte the focus bisalaga chawning ko ning taw targadi han winning trades su adu so ina midaira ani future as a phangta chance lay have. Yan tabra. Mamang example do. Adugi focus pi give winning trades lakada do adu so in masan things lakane bai. So be grateful and don't obsess for what you missed. Be grateful for the process, be grateful for the losses. Loss be grateful for the winning trades, be grateful for everything, you know. Obsess or you know. Option the over. Hangdava ma laktava ma. Because aduna toxin give the maram lama potu supalakani have nida. Okay. Okay, students, focus on what you control, eliminate distractions, discipline, avoid the victim mentality, resilience, on the morning, obstacle is the way, emulate, ask for help, and gratitude. It's called amor fati. Amor fati. Love the hand that fate deals you and play it as your own for what could be more fitting. Okay, so trading the kahana yung asigo. Losses become lessons. Love your journey. Don't hate it. Don't go around thinking trading is supposed to be this constant anxiety and stress. I'm phangi myamse adugi journey do adu nungsiyu adu embrace tau adu accept tau have. Because losses or even anyone think now problem so lessons on gidro. Right? Aina thing now obstacle, aina thing now every aina thing now loss so lessons on gineva. Over time jadi gyan dabra. Hosi mang myamse future nang 1 crore antaropa numito au dadi nasi mang is maru ramdra. Gyan dabra. That because this losses also become lessons. So Marcus Aurelius is saying, love your journey, process it, enjoy it, have nushi you have, love your journey. Hetagonova, because of the obstacle, because of whatever you are facing. Hetagonova. Love your journey, love the process. That's what is amor fati. Love your journey. I'm somebody. Love your journey. Maraksida head option ba, sounding ba, anxiety, stress, thing na may no have. Because even nangon the obstacle ama thok do adubaw nangi journey the kana na mapina ba thok have ni. Anyways, focus on what you control, eliminate distractions, discipline, avoid the victim mentality, resilience, on the morning, the obstacle is the way, emulate, ask for help, gratitude, and amor fati. Last. No complaining. Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Complaining to watar nu nasana ju complain to jagano have. Me complain to tar nang ju complain to nasas to jagano have. Okay. When a trader complains, trader amana complain to baganda. they shift away from accountability and towards blame. Yan tabra. Si wahai mi amse amaru ko ma akoina meaning khang daga di lui maming khang thizaloba. Trader amo ina accountable obisne. Fai maru is accountable hai da de kaino. Aina tauge ana ning report aina plan do report adu tawudu ne accountable hai si. Ai si tauge ha tawu se adu accountable ka web. So ai trader amana complain to khala. Adu tawre complain to khala. Ai yum number amar tawde do whatever it is complain to khala. You are shifting your energy nangi energy se accountability dagi blame room the shift or and when you shift to blame, what do you attract? Hena blame the way our situations attract of the neighbor, like loss hena chakalaga neighbor. I'm somebody that. Okay. Even silent internal complaints drain mental clarity. Mapan thong the haidokrasu manung the complaint of the woman like that. Manung the housening manung the hijab like that. Adus to have. Practice the stoic principle of acceptance and control. You don't accept the kay accept the no market se ai control the laite ba chumbra ai control the laise kay no aina kamaina react to aina kamaina respond to have the adu do ai control the laive. That is the stoic principles of acceptance and control. Anything in life thok pa se mapan tung ni tholak pa se ai control the laite ai control the lai si thola matung da aina kamaina respond to aina kamaina react to do adu dai control the laive. I sagodra kapkadra or I gyantana kamli sosogodra. Yandabra. Focus on what you control, eliminate distractions, discipline, avoid the victim mentality, resilience, on the morning, the obstacle is the way, emulate, ask for help, gratitude, amor fati, and don't complain. That's 12 principles from the mostly meditation score. See books they look open. Day trading like Marcus Aurelius. Okay.